Hi friends, this is FirearmPop, and I have another today in my series of armed citizen stories. Now, first off, I have a message from a viewer. This is based off on my last armed citizen stories. He goes, "Thanks for putting the armed citizens videos up on YouTube. She, his wife he's talking about, has only watched a couple of the armed citizen videos and now went with me to the local gun shop and picked up a .357 Magnum Ruger LCR. I told her that seems to be the fave of FirearmPop. My wife was indifferent towards getting her carry permit, but with the videos that you have been putting up, she's looking into it." And that's a YouTuber named Nate. Well, congratulations, and you overcome the first hurdle. The .357 Magnum LCR is a great weapon, and having your wife on board is even a greater deal. So that's good. Now, going on with the stories here today. Dean Wooding was stopped by his father's property when, according to police, he saw a robber loading a truck with stolen items. Woodling, who is a hunter, had a shotgun in the vehicle. "I jumped out with the shotgun as he was coming out of the barn," Woodling explained. To say he was scared was an understatement. Woodling, who has a concealed carry permit and likes to keep a firearm handy, held the suspect at gunpoint until police arrived. "The way the world is, it's like American Express," Wooding said. "I never leave home without it." Police cannot be everywhere all the time. So I'm going to repeat that. What he said was, "It's like American Express. I never leave home without it. Police cannot be everywhere all the time." And this happened in Stroudsburg, PA. Now, the landlord was horrified when his tenant was victimized, raped by a convicted sex offender. In addition to repairing the damaged window and installing security devices, the landlord bought the tenant a shotgun. The latter move probably saved her life. Just a week later, as police prepared to file charges against the rapist, he returned to the scene of the crime. Likely angry his victim had gone to the authorities, the rapist cut the power to the house and crashed through the basement door. But the woman inside was not about to be a victim again. She fired a shotgun for the first time, killing her rapist. "I'm glad I had something to protect me," the woman said. "When your life is in danger, you just do what you have to do. You just do what you have to do." And that happened in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Now there's the landlord who bought his tenant. You know, nice place to live, but here's a shotgun. My compliments. Anyway, it did her. He served her right, and she was alive because of it. Brian Berthemain was walking his dog when he saw a large man acting suspiciously. The man had entered the neighbor's garage through a garage door, which construction workers had accessed earlier in the day. But Berthemain decided home renovation was not the man's goal. Police said Berthemain feared for his neighbor, a woman with 2 young children, so he ran home for his .40 caliber pistol and told the girlfriend to call police. When he returned, the suspect was carrying away a large saw. He confronted the man, who was already on probation for burglary. After a brief standoff, the 240-pound suspect sprawled out on the ground and waited for police. At the end of a .40 caliber, that's usually what you do. Berthemain's neighbor lauded his actions, saying, "One of the reasons my family has stayed in New Orleans following Hurricane Katrina is because of neighbors who watch out for you, like Brian." And this, of course, happened in New Orleans. Mark C. Johnson had been arrested 33 times since 1986, including charges of robbery, larceny, and battery, according to law enforcement records. Some would suggest he should have been in jail. Unfortunately, for sixth grade reading teacher Juanita Enzor, he hoped to prey upon yet another victim. Police said Enzo, who lives alone, heard Johnson burst through her front door. Grabbing her gun, Enzo hid in the bedroom, and when Johnson entered the room, she shot him. Johnson attempted a bit briefly to attract Enzo, but falling dead. Okay. Alejandro Salinas was paying for his gas when a clerk warned him he had seen several suspicious men outside. On his guard, Salinas walked to his truck, but before you could close the door, one of the men put a gun to his neck. "Get out of the truck. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to kill you," the suspect said, according to police, but Salinas executed a classic tactical move. In a fast, fluid motion, he pushed away his assailant's gun while drawing his own 9mm and shooting the assailant twice. The wounded suspect fired once into the air as he fell to the ground. His accomplices grabbed him and took him to the hospital where he died. Salinas has a concealed carry permit. That happened in McAllen, Texas. Now, I would say a lot of training and practice, practice, and practice. You don't just do that. You just don't acquire that talent to push an assailant's gun away, draw your own, and fire. That just takes practice, my friends. And that's another edition of Armed Citizen Stories. Hope you enjoy them. And as I do, anyway, I learn a little bit from everyone that I read and read aloud. Okay, so you can become my friend on Facebook at FirearmPop. You can find me on the web and get links to all these videos at FirearmPop.com. And as always, this is FirearmPop. Be safe out there, and God bless. Bye now.